Welcome back for another video. So in this series, we'll see about like different kinds of labs, and let us build one lab environment for our vulnerability assessment for a mobile. So where we have various tools and various kinds of lab. For example, for static analysis, we'll create some JADAX tools and mobile surf and like Adb and other kind of labs. For dynamic analysis, we use a Burpsuite, we use expose installer and like other kind of tools for a dynamic analysis. There are so many tools, so many ways to perform. So like I thought of making one video for each tools or each kind of setup. So in this video, let us see the setup of Burpsuite with Genymotion. In the sense, it is for dynamic analysis environment, right? For this, as I already said, you need a two important thing. Is one is Genymotion and other one. So like Genymotion, you can download it from internet. It is freely available and you will get a free license. For a minimal usage, you can use it. For a Burpsuite, you can directly go for Portugal website and you can download it. I mean, like the exe from here, right? Without wasting your time, let us begin more. Let us go to the Genymotion first. Let me create an AVD. Go. You can select any API. I am okay and comfortable with 7.1 API, and it is really very good for Android security people. So you can select any device. Let me select Google Nexus 6 and give a next. Give some lab like lab Android and select a bridge. Can give NAT also, not an issue. Depends upon how you are configuring like your environment. Okay, let me take an at only, not an issue. So install it. It will create a device. In the meanwhile, we'll create a proxy listener, right? Whenever you wanna create like you wanna analyze a mobile environment, right? Whenever you create one AVT, it will be an interface, like it will be another interface created on your machine. So you have to create a separate proxy listener for that interface to listen to the traffic of like from that device, right? So when you open a Burp, you will be having so many options. You can go for proxy inside that options. Yeah, I have already one. I will remove this first. I'll remove both. Yeah. Now you have to select add button to add a new proxy listener. You can give any port. I am familiar with 8082, and you can select all interface and you can give a host IP in the like mobile environment. It will be very good. So okay, and now the listener is binded. Let me start my AVD. In the meanwhile, you need a certificate of a Burp, right? So export a certificate from here. You can select the DR format. Next, you can select a folder and you can give, like I have already exported it. So you can give a name here and you can give a save, and you can give like there will be like something like export, right? When you give that, the certificate will be exported to your folder. So you have to put that certificate into your mobile environment. Yeah, now our AVD is ready. I have my folder ready and I have the certificate also. So let me just drag and drop. If you drop it, it will be stored in a download folder. You can go there, and it is in a DR format. In a mobile, all the certificates should be in a CRT format. So let us rename it CRT. Okay, you have to install it from a settings, as it is a lower version. If you are using Android versions more than 9, if you double tap it, it will automatically install. As we are using lower version, we have to manually install it from a settings. Go to the security and go to the install from SD card and choose the downloads and double tap here. Give some name. I'll give us a Burp. Okay, it asks you to set up some screen log. I'll choose a pin. Yeah, it's done. Now we have to connect to that proxy listener. For that, as my Burp is running in my host machine, let me see what is the host machine IP address first. IP config. I am using the Ethernet. You can see, right? So what is my Ethernet IP? Yeah, this would be my Ethernet IP. So let me try to connect to my Ethernet. Go to the Wi-Fi and like long press on it gently and select modify and give a proxy. Set up your proxy 192.168.0.111 and what is the port? 8082. Sorry. To check whether your proxy is connected properly, go to the internet and just type some random string and see whether Burp is able to get the history. Yes, you're successfully connected with the Burp, but we have to do the analysis and the like request and response of the application, not just the internet like browser request and response inside a mobile. We want a request and response of the app, right? For that, let me download any sample apk. um okay, let me choose Naukri apk. Let me download it. Any apk. Okay, so when like if we run here now, like you can see it will be like not, it will be like showing some error, like something went wrong. Will show how and why it will be showing that error. Now create.com has stopped, not an issue, we'll open it. Okay, now create app is stopped again. Okay, let us I think I have another. Let me uninstall it. Wait. Okay, any other apk like Vedantu? Yeah, Vedantu APK. Hmm, it is very big. I had another downloaded version of like I had downloaded older version. I have it. Yeah, I have one more Naukri APK. Let me see whether it will run or not. If it didn't run, we'll download. We'll put that Vedantu only. It has to work. Might be because they have. Yeah, might be there because they might have disabled for in the lower versions. Okay, not an issue. Let me uninstall it. I think our Vedantu is installed now. Yeah, Vedantu is installed. I mean, like downloaded. Let me drag and drop it. Okay, this is a Flutter application. Give one app, guys. Okay, what is this? Something com.store loans. Okay, I don't know what is this. Let me put it. Even if it is Flutter app, I'm sorry. Okay, it is not a Flutter app. Okay, some app is came. Okay, now you can see the app is open. Okay, but you are not able to see any request and response going out of the app, right? Let me see app to open. Mhm. Okay, even this app is crashing. uh I have another apk. Let me see what is this apk. Okay, this is some malware apk. Sorry, I use for malware analysis in other videos. Okay, let me download any other apk. Duolingo. Okay, let it be very small. Okay, it is also 39. Okay, it's downloaded. I have good internet. Um, okay, it's done. Whether all the apps are disabled in 7.1 or what? I'm not sure. I think okay, Duolingo is there. Okay. Uh, get started. Okay, let me say I have already account. Okay, let us think like I am Shaz. Okay, and the password would be something like we have a trouble connecting to Duolingo right now. You can see like it popped a like error like there is a some issue, network issue to connect, because see whatever you give a request, it is not directly going to Duolingo. It is going to Burp first and it is going to Duolingo. So what is happening, the client whatever it is there, it is unable to authenticate the server, in the sense like from where the that connection is coming. That is why the app is unable to connect to its own server, right? So that is why, because the reason is the implementation of SSL library inside the APK. So that library authenticates the client with the server. If at all, if it is not connected with the client, it will not allow you to do any operations and you will be not able to see any request and response. So that is the reason we have to bypass SSL. We have a lot of ways to bypass SSL, like by using Frida or by using objection or by using APkTM tool. I will show everything Frida and objection and APkTM separately in other videos. As of now, like we use a universal script called Freedom. So let me show that first, right? So to set up a Frida first, you have to download a Frida server. You can go to Frida releases, go to the first line and search for a server, and you have to download a server for Android based on your architecture. Like mine is x86, so I have downloaded x86. If you are x86 and 64, you have to download a specific version. If you are using ARM based, you have to download ARM, right? So I have already downloaded it. It is in my folder. Now I have to push that to my AVD. For that, I will use ADB shell. Right, first let me navigate to my folder. You can see all the files are here. So how to send those files to there, right? ADB push, you have to make sure you have to install ADB first. ADB, if you are using Android Studio, it will be already installed, but you have to create a path, like environment variable path. There are so many ways you can check out Stack Overflow or some blog, it will be very easy, right? So let me push this file first. Adb push Frida server to slash data slash local slash tmp. Right, one file is pushed, and yeah, and you have to modify the permission. Adb shell chmod 777 slash data slash local slash tmp slash Frida server. Yeah, it's modified. And another important thing we need is a Frida universal script. Okay, like this Frida universal bypass script is the JavaScript code which you like which will be helping you to bypass SSL of the any application. Like not any application, 90% of the applications will get bypassed from this code. Okay, you have to copy paste this code and you have to create a JavaScript code. I mean, like any, like you have to store it in locally in some folder from where you will be like injecting it, and you have to make sure that you will put a certificate into your ADB shell in this format, right? Let me push. We have certificate here, but we have to push it in that format. Okay, ADB push CA slash data slash local slash tmp Oh, okay. Yeah, not an issue. It's pushed. Now go and check whether it is there. Adb shell su slash sorry cd slash data slash local slash tmp lsla. Feeder server is there and certificate is there. And other important thing is you have to make sure that you have installed Frida tools. So how to install the Frida tools is you go to the Frida website. You have a very good documentation for that. The only important thing you need is a Python 3.1. If you have a Python 3.1 and if you have a pip, if you just give this single command, it will be more than enough, right? So we have everything ready. The only thing we have to do now is we have to bypass SSL of this Duolingo application, right? For a demonstration, I will be using Linux as I'm so familiar, but the commands whatever we do in Linux is also same with Windows. There will be no anything different, so that it will be similar only. So need not to worry, right? Open terminal here. So before I attack, I have to connect with this AVD. So let me do ADB connect. What is the IP? 120, right? 120. Yeah, 120. Oh, oops, sorry. 120. Okay. So it is starting and it will connect. Okay, you can check now. ADB devices. Okay, it is connected. Now first, like, let us see, when you are bypassing SSL, you need to know what is the package name of that. So let me try to know package name of this APK Duolingo, right? Where is Duolingo? Let me run it so that we will get it easily. Yeah, com.duolingo, we got it here, right? Yeah. So we got thing, we got a package name of daily group. So whenever we had to bypass SSL pinning, we have to start a FIDA server inside the inside the like ADB shell. So anyhow, we are here in the ADB shell. So let me start a FIDA server from here only. So just you have to give dot slash FIDA server. FIDA server will get start. So initially we saw like it was not connecting and it was showing something like it is not like authenticated and there is a issue in connecting to the server, right? So now let us invoke our bypass script and see how it will react, right? To invoke bypass script, you have to type Frida minus u represents the device which is connected, and minus f to the package name of the application com.duolingo duolingo minus L represents the Frida script and the argument of the Frida without any pause, right? Oh, when if we hit enter, you can see the application is invoked automatically. So let us see whether it is bypassed it or not. Okay, sign in with the email. So okay, at the rate, sorry, yeah, at the rate scam.com something. Okay, so password is something. Now you can see it is authenticating with the server, like it is saying wrong username and password. See, that time also we gave some random string, right? But it is not at all the, it is sending to the request. If you come and see here in the Burp, it is sending some request to the Duolingo website now, right? In like earlierly we didn't see any request sent from a device to the Burp. You can see the timings which is sent now, right? This is how we can bypass. You can see here it is sent. You can see the request and response which will be like sending between the It is asking to forget password. If I give something like, hazards okay, something like at gmail.com, it will create another one request now. See, another one request is sent, password request service is sent to some CRF token, right? So this is how we have, like, we bypass SSL pinning, guys. So, you know, this is a basic lab which we like, which we'll be using for dynamic analysis. So this is a small setup. If you guys get any doubt, please let me know. The simple things what we did here, in a sense, we downloaded Genymotion and we downloaded a Burp. We created a proxy listener first with a Burp inside the options, and we went to the, like, mobile setup. We imported a certificate, and we went to the Wi-Fi and we set up the, that proxy listener. We binded a proxy. Then we had, like, installed one APK, and we saw that that client APK is unable to connect with the server. So we installed Frida and its tools, and the universal bypass script, and we invoked that script using Frida to bypass pinning, which helped us to listen to the request and responses, right? So this is a very simple thing. If you still got any doubts, please be free to message us. Thank you, guys. If you like the video, please share, subscribe, and like us. See you again in the next video. Bye.